Afternoon, Ger. I'd love
Hi.
to talk to you about Redbreast Single Casks and the Dream Casks. Do you tell me about the single cask? What does single cask mean again?
So a single cask refers to that it's one single barrel of whiskey that the whiskey has been bottled from. So for example, you might see on a bottle, you might see single pot still or single malt. In that case, it refers to it being produced and matured by under the control of one distillery.
Right.
Whereas when we're talking about if it's single pot still, single cask, it means that it's from one distillery. Then pot still refers to the style of whiskey that it is, and then single cask means it comes from one single barrel of whiskey that it's been bottled out of.
And so that particular whiskey is going to be much different probably to another whiskey because it's come from a different cask and it gets its flavour and its tones from the cask. That's individual, unique.
Yeah, it's individual, it's unique. I wouldn't say it's going to be much different because if it's a Redbreast single cask, it's going to have that big contribution of that Spanish oak character that's in there that would define Redbreast, those fruit flavours, that sort of contribution. Usually when they're selecting a single cask, it will be a certain spirit type that will be common with that brand. So a certain type of, either in the case of Redbreast, it could be something like something that you might commonly find in Redbreast 12-year-old, that type of pot still whiskey, and then as I said, the contribution of the Spanish oak. And each barrel is made up of multiple trees, usually from the same forest, not necessarily from different forests. In the case of the Spanish oak barrels we used are Galician oak from the north of Spain. Each tree will be grown in a different part of the forest. They're quarter sawn into rough stays in the sawmills in Barilla, and then they're shipped by road down to Cadiz province, to Jerez de la Frontera, where the Paez Labado cooperage make them into those beautiful 500-litre Spanish oak barrels, which are seasoned normally with Oloroso sherry, but sometimes with other sherries that are produced within the region.